I'm Riccardo Porta, the head of business development of MyBank, and I'm your presenter for the next 30, 50 minutes, let's say. We'll dive into the alternative payment ecosystem, keeping a focus on MyBank. This presentation is for the merchants and also for the banks and PSPs that need to offer new and required payment methods. If during the presentation you have questions, please use the chat, write them down. On the call, there are a few of my colleagues also, they can reply to you, or we can have a final Q&A at the very end. This webinar will be registered. I'm ready. I hope you are ready too, so we can start. And I would start from the beginning. So from the basics, what MyBank is. MyBank is a payment method allowing you to pay from your own banking or allowing you to be paid via modern bank transfer. We have digitalized one of the most used payment option, the bank transfer. Now is a modern one that fulfill all the needs of the customers, both payers and payee. We'll see in detail in a few minutes. How it works. This is the beauty of MyBank. It's really easy and simple. What you need is an access to your bank account, and it's quicker what you can think or what you will see in the next slides. So let's start with the journey. And so imagine that you are in front of a checkout page. So you have to pay something like 3,000 euros. You don't want to pay with the PayPal or with the credit cards. So you select MyBank. Clicking on the MyBank or tapping on the MyBank button, you will see a page where you have to select your online bank. Once you have selected your online bank, you will see the web page of your online banking account, the usual one. So you will use your credential, your fingerprint in case you are, for example, on mobile. And then once you have logged in or you have authenticated yourself, you will see a pre-compiled bank transfer. So IBAN is already in it, the amount is in it, the description is in it. So what you have to do is just to check if all the details are correct. If are okay, you can confirm the payment and authorize the payment. The bank will confirm the successful operation, and you will be redirected to the website of the merchants. But why we are talking now about MyBank? Well, because out there are more worldwide, there are more than 200 payment methods, and the 85% of the consumers state that they would stop a purchase if their favorite payment method isn't available. And this is very important because the merchants are keen usually on their platform, on the marketing activities, to bring people on the website, in offering a good customer care, but sometimes they forget the last mile, so they forget the payments, and they usually offer just the credit cards. If you ask me how to sell more, the answer is easy, and it's not guided by heart, but is guided by data. And data says that you need to offer in the checkout page more than one payment option. You should care of the local payment methods or those that are evaluated more by your user. What you see here is a slide from Fabric, formerly Axerve, an Italian PSP. In Italy, MyBank is on the podium with the Buy Now, Pay Later and the classic wallet PayPal. In the slide, you read the Klarna, and Klarna stands for Buy Now, Pay Later. You know that they exploded a couple of years ago in our country, but in all of Europe, I would say. They state that we have, so Fabric stated that we have the 10% of the B2C market share. That looking at our figures, it's reasonable, but we achieve more, really more if we look at the B2B. MyBank transacts something like 35 million euros per day, and 70% of it is done in the B2B. I'll tell you a few examples later. And in Europe, what about Europe? The account-to-account solution, and we are the only one player in Europe with a pan-European schema, is growing. The projections clearly state that the account-to-account is here and it will be here. We are already in Spain, Belgium, Portugal, Italy, and more are to come. Today, we are here to dive into the MyBank space, into our solution, a payment method where no registration is needed, no app or wallet are required. It's based on SEPA standards, no amount limit. It covers B2C, B2B, C2G, B2G use cases, is complementary to all the local solutions, and in 2023, 12 billion euros of goods and services have been paid with MyBank. Why you should integrate MyBank? In the next slides, we will see the benefits for the merchants and for the users. So for the merchants, payment immediate confirmation. The payment confirmation is immediate, and the merchants receives from the customer's bank the exact execution date of the payment. The credit to the merchant's account occurs on the same day or at latest the following day. It's a day plus one. In the end, it's a SEPA scheme. It's not an instant payment, but still you can rely on the payment confirmation to roll all your business processes. Payment certainty. Transfer made through MyBank are irrevocable by the rules of our scheme. A customer can't cancel or revoke the bank transfer from his bank account, or calling the bank, or even going physically in a branch, in his bank branch. This is very important, 100% reconciliation. All the bank transfers are pre-compiled, so the users don't have to digit anything, no errors in the amount or in the remittance information. The bank transfer fly swiftly, I would say, directly into the merchant's bank as expected. Immediate order management. The order product can be shipped immediately after the order without waiting for the usual technical processing time of a bank transfer. You know this. This is a big value of the MyBank solution. The immediate confirmation plus the irrevocability speed up all the processes. The payment is done with an old instrument like the bank transfer, but is managed as a credit card payment. Very important, especially in the B2C, no chargebacks. You know that chargebacks are a plug in the e-commerce B2C. With MyBank, you don't face any chargeback. You will get the money. And if you have to refund or partially refund your clients, it will be a dialogue between both of you, between you and your counterpart. Of course, MyBank can bring new customers. Not all the people out there want to use the credit cards. Not everyone have a bigger plafond, or, as I learned, if sometimes a credit card is not working online, you are offering a good alternative payment method. All the benefits that we have seen sit in these business areas. Finance. Of course, all the people that deal with the payments every day will thank you for offering MyBank, as all the bank transfer will be easily reconciled, and they will not waste time anymore in routine operation, let's say. And remember, you are also saving money because the MyBank solution usually costs less than credit cards. The sales team will be glad to offer something new, sometimes that can unlock new deals, new sales, probably higher ticket than the usual. From a logistic point of view, as I said, you can immediately ship your goods or deliver your service. Today, all the users, they look at the Amazon standards, and you are going potentially to offer the same service level, even if they are paying from their bank account. From a communication point of view, then you have something new to say to the market and to your customer care. I believe that everyone will be happy with this solution. What about the users? So this is the other side of the medal. Now we have merchants and we have users. They don't need to register, to download an app, to create a wallet, or moreover, to share. This is very important since the beginning for MyBank, to share any sensitive data with a third party. All the data stays within the bank and is not shared, as I said, with the third parties. MyBank is simply and secure. If you are used to your online banking account or your online banking app, you will approve the MyBank payment in less than a minute. There is no manual input. Everything is pre-compiled, no error. You don't have to digit the IBAN, the amount, the description. No plafond spending limits. Usually with a credit card, you have a plafond. You don't have a limits here. You can approve big tickets. of course, a transaction will be not authorized if you don't have enough funds on your bank account. Immediate confirmation is valid also for the users. So also as for the merchants, also the users get the immediate confirmation from their bank that the payment is successfully done. In the end, for the users, why to use always the credit cards? Why to consume your credit card limits that can be used in a day-to-day purchases in the retail stores? So it's an alternative. MyBank is an alternative payment method. And finally, MyBank is fast. When I look at the data that we have, the majority of our transactions are approved in less than a minute. So all the storytelling about how long and is complicated to log into your bank account and approve a bank transfer is not totally true. It's true that the UX can be better. In fact, a few banks still have a login authentication process that can be improved, but the big ones are quite good in it. So again, it's a really fast alternative to other payment option in your checkout page, or a service that as a bank you can consider to offer to your users, your clients. How to use MyBank? Well, in the next slides, I present a few use cases, how merchants have integrated MyBank. I've collected some of them from the B2B space, because they are probably more interesting. For a B2C, let's say merchants, in fact, MyBank is a payment option to add to the checkout page. In the B2B, MyBank is more than that. It brings a lot of value to all the stakeholders. So let's start just mentioning Pirelli, for example. Probably you know the brand, you know what they do. And as many B2B companies out there, they work with a credit line. You know that in the B2C, you pay usually immediately. In the B2B, usually you pay at 30, 60, 90 days, for example. No? However, when a dealer exceeds the pre-arranged credit limit with their order, they are required to promptly settle the variance using MyBank. This approach represented a sort of blended solution, allowing Pirelli to provide a flexible payment option while also maintaining vigilance over outstanding credits. So in the end, thanks to MyBank, they are limiting their credit exposure. They have found an efficient way to manage the clients and the orders. And of course, they thanks us for the automatic reconciliation. Mercedes, they are with us since 8 years, if I'm not wrong. I was visiting there 3 weeks ago. They are super happy about MyBank. And in the past, when a Mercedes dealer wanted to order a vehicle for a new client, they were required to go physically in a bank and make a payment to the parent company in Germany to exchange, to get the compliance certificate, they call it in this way, that is necessary to facilitate the sale. Thanks to the digital, let's say, and MyBank, this cumbersome process has been streamlined. So presently, all the dealers, they have the convenience of acquiring this compliance certificate instantaneously from the comfort of their office, utilizing MyBank. So no time consuming going to the bank, or no more complicated things. Mercedes, 8 years ago, they introduced this kind of innovation, so it was something new, and they noticed that Mercedes, even if they are a European, a global, no, not European, a global company, they have rolled out this solution, I mean MyBank, only for the Italian country. So it's not totally true sometimes when you hear that big companies, they just have all the processes that they have in their mother house, and they are there, they are fixed, written in the stone. No, Mercedes understood the potential and the value of MyBank, and they rolled out MyBank only for the Italian country. This grants a better service for the dealer and to the final users. And of course, it's also an anti-money laundering compliance, so they can check also the funds that they are getting thanks to MyBank. Esprinet is a super well-known company, B2B in the electronics. They sell basically electronic stuff to other companies. if those companies use MyBank, so if their clients of Esprint use MyBank, Esprint sends the order on the same day. Esprint told how they achieved this. I mean, we learned because we usually I forget to tell you that our clients, the clients of MyBank, are only the banks or the PSPs. We will see later, but we are not in touch directly with the merchants, but we share with them some marketing strategies, some marketing communication or PR. So we learn from them what they are doing. And when Esprint started with MyBank, the turnover was around 100,000 euros. After 10 months, where they do a lot of communication about MyBank to their base, to the client base, they have achieved 1 million euros. So I would like to stress this is very important if you are using a new payment method that you communicate it to your customers, to your clients. Eni, but I would say also Tamoil, Kuwait, Esso, other petrol company. Eni, as a company that supplies a petrol station, used to get paid by checks, which was, of course, slow and costly. Now, thanks to MyBank, the petrol station owner pay Eni on a dedicated B2B website. They can do it at least 12 hours before they need the delivery. This makes the whole process faster and cheaper for everyone involved, not only for the administration of Eni, but also from a logistic point of view, because now the petrol drivers, they know that the fuel has been paid already, and this makes their life easier. So no more checks, no more risk, no additional cost, high ticket, and better working capital optimization, thanks to MyBank for Eni and all the petrol company. I think that we achieve and we reach all the petrol companies that are here in Italy. Probably we are missing just one. Wind and Vodafone, they are, a phone company. They use MyBank to handle the dealers in a similar manner. WindTre won't send any product like phone or SIM cards to the dealers unless they place the order through MyBank. Likewise, Vodafone holds off on sending products if the dealer has an overdue bill. To fix this fast, the dealer needs to pay the invoice using MyBank. In this way, both companies ensure that the dealers are prompt with the payments and orders, making everything smoother for everyone. Same is doing Iliad that recently joined our solution. And please pay attention that not all these companies have an e-commerce website, but sometimes they use a combination of payment links. Payment links is a good way for everyone. So for those merchants, those companies that don't have a website, to send a money request is a link. Their clients click on the link, they land on a PSP page or a bank page where there is the amount, the reason why you have to pay that amount, and you will find the MyBank button or other payment options. So be aware that you don't need all the time an e-commerce website to do online business, to run an online business. This is our ecosystem. As I said, our clients are banks from Italy, Spain, Belgium, and Portugal. You see a bunch of logos in these slides. Not only our clients are our partner, are also the PSPs or the payment gateway. So you probably spot PayPal, WorldPay, Worldline, Nuvei, PaySafe, iPay, MultiSafePay. I mean, there are a few of them are well known in Italy. Others are well known in all of the Europe because we work in all of the Europe. The important thing is that this PSP, they have a bank account here in Europe because, as I said, MyBank is a SEPA solution. These are MyBank merchants, or these are not our merchants. These are merchants that are using our solution. These merchants, they belong to their banks, to their PSPs. But I'm just showing you this slide to give you an overview of the business that we are covering. So we are in the travel, we are in the insurance, we are on PagoPA, that is the Italian public authority website where you can pay your tax and duties. We are in the telecommunication, a lot of soccer teams use our solution. We are in the ticketing. As I said, Mercedes sells the car using MyBank. We are in the universities, utilities, and many other business. So it's a well-known and a well-spread solution. How can you do business with MyBank? I haven't written honestly too much here, because usually we have a dedicated, we perform dedicated one-to-one meetings on these subjects. So just to make your life easy, you can see here 3, let's say, main business that you can do with MyBank. If you are a merchant, how you can do business with us, just find a PSP and start. So contact a PSP that offer, or a bank that offer the MyBank solution. Or you can, of course, you can drop us an email and we can assist you in finding the best solution for offering MyBank. If you are a PSP or if you are a bank that want to offer our solution to your clients, call us or send an email and we can arrange a call. Since a couple of years, we have released a solution that is called the MyBank Gateway, and is really simplifying the adherent. They are a REST API, a quick integration, is fully supported from our side. We have already different PSPs that and banks that are doing business with our direct API, and we can discuss with you the onboarding. Everything is, I suppose, I learned from my product management team that everything is really clear and easy and simple. And I would say in a few days, in a few weeks, at least in a month, you are online with the MyBank solution. I told you what MyBank is. So MyBank is a SEPA account-to-account payment solution, allowing people or companies to pay goods and services online using their current bank account. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. So MyBank is not a wallet, is not a pure open banking solution. Why? Because we are a solution manager. We offer standard API, a technical stability, contractual agreements, confirm the payment status. We are an European reliable partner. So please join us and ask us all the questions that you have, because we believe that we are the first runner in this space, and we don't have other competitor like us in Italy for sure. In Europe, there are solutions that are equal to MyBank, like Ideal probably, but they are more local. As I told you, MyBank is pan-European since the beginning. And until now, I've mentioned many times the name of MyBank. MyBank is not the name of our company. MyBank is the name of the solution. The company is Preta. Preta is fully owned by the subsidiary, is a fully owned subsidiary of EBA Clearing, the provider of pan-European payment infrastructure that probably you already know. We had a headquarters in Paris, offices in Milan and Brussels. We have more than 260 adhering PSPs, 14,000 merchants, more than 40 million reachable users. And as I told you, in 2023, yes, we sold 12 billion of goods and services. No, not we sold, but 12 billion of goods and services were paid using MyBank. Since the last year, since June, MyBank is also available in 3 additional markets, Spain, Portugal, and Belgium, covering, I would say, the major banks. European countries are in the pipeline and will be announced in the coming months. So if you have other questions, please, or if you have a preferred country, please let us know. That's all from my side. I hope that everything is clear. If you have a question, you see my email on this slide, write or call me. Use the contact form that we have also on our website. It has been a pleasure to see you here, and I hope that if you are not a joiner of the MyBank family, we can hear news from you soon. So thank you. I'm here if you have additional question or okay. They are telling me that there are no questions. or you are shy, or I have been clear enough, I hope. So for those that are visiting Italy in a couple of weeks, 8 and 9 May, there is a big e-digital event, NetConform. We are there with the big stand, so you are invited, and we will wait over there. So thank you so much, and that's it from my side. Bye-bye.